It's very easy when we go about our everyday lives to kind of abandon the notion that it's important to save buildings, because we've got so much going on, you know, and when you're trying to struggle to make a business survive, you can forgive people for thinking, well, what place has that got? I think it's very important, but it's very important that we actually look after these buildings in a sustainable way. Now, for instance, I'm sitting here in Fox Brothers, but very sadly, Fox Brothers has crumbled into decline and we've got these crumbling buildings around us. Well, does anybody care? Why don't I just move into a modern factory? Now, why don't I just get something built down the road? Well, because it is the history of Fox Brothers that people are buying when they buy our product. You know, this is we invented flannel. You know, there's huge heritage here, and so our built environment should be reflecting that. And that's why, I mean, it takes a lot of work. It is never easy to try and bring a building back into its original use. There's always an easier option, just build a shed down the road. But Fox Brothers started in 1772. And it's the built environment that actually tells everybody that without the words. You know, I can say the words, but you walk into this building and you get Fox Brothers. You get why you should be buying this cloth. So that is a very good example of how it can work well for businesses to look to their heritage to help them going forward. The fact that I work so hard on this clearly demonstrates how important I think it is that actually the business today is totally joined with the business that it was. What I would say is it has to be sustainable. I am not romantic about buildings. There are a few buildings that should be saved per se, but there are also buildings that I look at and think, gosh, why are we building a new building? This is actually better. This is more fit for the purpose than the new building that you're building. And people don't look at that. People still look at old buildings and think, that's old, surely we'll just start from scratch and build a new one. So many times you walk past, you don't take in what is going on around you. And even if you walk down any street in any town or any city, you will find a building that surprises you. And I think we just need to open our eyes up and consider how can we bring this back into sustainable, viable use. I think that the work that the Prince's Regeneration Trust does is incredibly important, particularly in difficult economic times, because we all start looking inward, we start worrying about our businesses and how's the cash flow going to work? And actually, it's those very moments when we're distracted that we can lose something forever. And therefore, it is very important that we have an organisation actually making sure that we don't have to look back and think, I can't believe we lost it. Somebody needs to keep their eye on it, and that's what the Prince's Regeneration Trust does.